Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is September 21st, 2025, and we are looking at Proverbs chapter 21, and as we've been doing every day this month, looking at what Solomon has to say about what discipline looks like. It's been eye-opening for me to look at all of these. Yes, I had the crickets back this morning. Yes, they are loud. It is it's kind of peaceful, actually. And I'm glad they're in the shop today instead of in the house, keeping my wife awake. But so anyway, back to what we were talking about. We're looking at what Solomon has to teach us about what discipline is. And like I was saying, I have learned so much so far this month about what discipline is, what it looks like, and how it is so much more than just a simple correction. So much more than a simple correction. It can be in any place, in any way. Today in Proverbs 21, the first two verses say this: a king's heart is like streams of water in the Lord's hands. He directs it wherever he chooses. All a man's ways seem right to him, but Yahweh evaluates his motives, or the Lord weighs his heart. You know, discipline often is about just steering your wants, your desires, and your concerns. I had never even considered that as a factor before. I know that God can't move me unless I'm moving. And what I mean by that is he can't steer me unless I'm moving. Just like a boat on a lake cannot be steered in one direction or another unless it's moving. And a car sitting in the driveway, you can turn the steering wheel all you want, but it's not going to turn one direction or another unless it's moving. A king's heart is like a stream of water in the Lord's hand. He directs it wherever he chooses. All a man's ways seem right to him, but Yahweh evaluates his heart. See, we have to have a motivation to move, don't we? And once we get a motivation to move, then he can steer us. Sometimes we're a heavy freighter, and it takes a really, really long time to get us turned around and going in the right direction. And the bad part is, you and we can get frustrated because we've built up all this baggage. We've turned into this heavy laden cargo ship. We start moving because we realize that we've got a problem, and God says, finally I can steer them, and the progress is so slow that we shut the engine off and stall, and God can't steer us anymore. Discipline is the steering of our motivation. What an amazing thought. God directs the direction. A king's heart is like a stream of water in the Lord's hand. He directs it wherever he chooses. I think the message this morning is we must keep moving. Discipline, in part, looks like being motivated to move so God can steer us. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.